In the heart of Lahore, there's a medical institution that, despite being born in the 21st century, has quickly become a massive cornerstone of Pakistan's healthcare system. We're talking about the Services Institute of Medical Sciences, or SIMS. So in this explainer, we're going to dive into how it manages the incredible pressure of healing, teaching, and discovery, all at the same time. A great way to understand the spirit of a place is to listen to its leader. And these words from the principal, Zora Khanum, really hit the nail on the head. This isn't your typical mission statement. It's a personal pledge to blend tradition with forward-thinking leadership. And that right there, that's the core challenge for any major medical school today. And it's a theme we're going to see again and again. So let's get the basics down. What exactly is SIMS? Well, it was established back in 2003. It's a public medical school in Lahore, and it's tied to the University of Health Sciences. And getting in? Oh, it's tough. Admission is based on a highly competitive national test, which immediately puts it in the big leagues of medical training in the country. So you might be wondering, how did a school founded so recently, in 2003, become such a major player? Let's take a look at its journey, because it really is a story of going from a humble startup to the medical powerhouse it is today. Every story has a beginning, and this one starts in 2003 with its first principal, Faisal Masood. And get this, it started out operating from just a borrowed space at the Institute of Public Health. But look at that progression, from a temporary home to its own modern campus. And that location is no accident either. Being right next door to the Punjab Institute of Cardiology, that creates this incredible synergy for both the students and, of course, the patients. Sometimes a single number tells a huge story. 1,596. Let that sink in. That's how many beds are in its main teaching hospital, Services Hospital. I mean, a number that big completely transforms SIMS from just a medical school into a massive healthcare provider. It's a true cornerstone of patient care for the entire region. Okay, so you have a hospital that big. It needs an equally powerful academic engine to keep it running, right? Well, that brings us right to the academic core of SIMS. Let's go inside its departments and labs. Just take a look at this. This table gives you a sense of the sheer breadth of the education here, and it's all organized into the 3 pillars of a doctor's training. You've got your basic sciences. Think of these as the fundamental building blocks. Then there's medicine and allied, which is all about diagnosis and treatment. And finally, surgery and allied, the real hands-on procedural stuff. This whole structure guarantees a comprehensive education, from the cellular level all the way up to complex neurosurgery. Now, within this huge scope, there's a serious focus on quality. For instance, the pathology department is ISO certified. That's not just some plaque on the wall, It means their lab processes, the ones used for diagnostics, meet these super rigorous international standards for accuracy and reliability. It's a real, tangible commitment to excellence. Look, a medical degree is only as good as its recognition. It's all about who stands behind it. As you can see here, SIMS is deeply plugged into the medical community. Of course, national recognition from bodies like the Pakistan Medical and Dental Council is absolutely essential. But it's those international affiliations, like with FIMER, that make sure its graduates and its curriculum are respected on a global stage. But an institution is so much more than its buildings and its accreditations. For our final section, let's look at the real lifeblood of the campus, all the activity that happens way beyond the lecture hall. And wow, this campus is buzzing. This isn't just some random list of events. It paints a really clear picture of their priorities. You see a focus on the future, with seminars on AI and medicine. You see a deep commitment to public health, with things like the dengue expert group meetings. And you see a focus on the whole doctor, with workshops on crucial skills like communication and trauma rescue. This is a community that is constantly learning and tackling the biggest challenges in medicine head-on. And here is a fantastic sign of a truly mature academic culture. They have their own official, in-house medical journal called the Esculapio. Now, this is so important. Why? Because it gives both students and faculty a platform to publish their first pieces of research. It fosters that spirit of inquiry and teaches them how to be part of that global medical conversation. So, as we wrap up our look at SIMS, we're left with this one fundamental question, right? How does a modern medical school possibly balance teaching, healing, and discovery all at the same time? The story of SIMS, from its humble start to its massive scale and vibrant campus, is just a compelling real-world example of this constant, incredibly complex balancing act, a mission that really defines the entire purpose of a modern medical institution.